I've got some really exciting information that I've been holding on to for quite a few months now. In less than a week, I will be flying to Madrid, that's Spain, my first time in Europe, to shoot a really fun course with a company called Domestika. I'm running a little bit behind on the script writing. So far, we've got something that looks like this. I'm a little behind, but I think if I really focus, I can really get some good work done here. So I'm just gonna start writing and see what comes up. We'll see. Oh yeah. Okay, so all joking aside, I've been working very closely with a content producer over the past 8 months to make sure that this course is as good as it could possibly be. However, I did need a new camera bag because I plan on shooting a ton of video once I'm there. Or at least that's how I'm justifying buying this thing. And I'll see you on the other side. You all know the saying, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I had so many plans to film the making of this course. However, I was so deathly ill the entire 2 weeks I was there. So what you were seeing is the very last day, day 14 in Spain, when I was in Barcelona with my wife, and I was going on an adventure to a skate park just off the Mediterranean Sea. I woke up at sunrise, I hopped on the metro and skated down to the park, and I'm just so excited to vibe for like a minute and not think about work. However, there are a few lessons to learn along the way. But before we start hitting the metaphors hard, just take a look at this view. I'm vibing, look at that wind going through my beard, my heart's racing. I'm so excited to get into that park and just shred. Look at that smile. He has no idea the pain he's about to experience in this park. But look at this, it's beautiful. But you'll notice I'm alone, as I often am. I don't have a lot of friends who skateboard, so I'm trying to figure it out on my own. I got like kind of a sketchy drop in. Oh, barely holding on to that rock to fakie. A little pump back to regular here. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling confident. I'm gonna try to do an ollie. Kind of rode away, but it's sketchy. Now here's the thing. If I had friends who can help me with this skateboarding thing, if I had a teacher, if I had a mentor, when I'm moving on to more complicated things like this pop shove it here, I wouldn't be failing over and over and over and over and over again. You see, the problem is I never learned the fundamentals, so I can't even do the very basic tricks well, let alone the more advanced trick which build on the basics. So what you are witnessing right now is me spending 45 minutes absolutely abusing my body, trying to skip steps and land a pop shove it. I see it all the time in podcasting, I see it all the time in audio, and here I am falling victim to it in skateboarding. I haven't learned how to do the very basic stuff the right way. So there's no way in hell I'm gonna land this pop shove it without the help of a friend, a coach, or a great teacher.
Oh, come on. Come on.
If only I had someone who could hold my hand and guide me through this process, maybe I'd be able to land this thing.
Tom, it is I, Aaron Kyro, sponsored skateboarder from the San Francisco Bay Area. It is okay to ask for help, young Padawan. Keep your feet over the board and don't turn your shoulders. The flick is in your ankle, not those legs. And always remember, go fast and commit. I believe in you.
While this was not the video I set out to make, I'm grateful that on the very last day, day 14, I felt good enough to film literally anything. And I do want to thank my friend Aaron Kyro for providing some voiceover for this video. If you're into skateboarding, check out Braille Skateboarding. However, the greater purpose is if you are interested in creating a great sounding podcast and you're really struggling, you feel like you're doing it alone and you don't know where to turn, I truly think that this course on Domestika would be a great resource for you to just kind of hold your hand through the process, teach you the fundamentals, everything you need to know in order to create a great sounding podcast. But hey, speaking of the course, let me tell you a little bit about it. The course runs about 4 hours long, and the entire purpose of it is to help the students create a final project, which in this case is recording, editing, and mixing a 5-minute remote interview podcast. The course takes you through everything you need to know in order to accomplish this. We start off by talking about what gear is needed to record a podcast and how to determine what stuff you should invest in, if anything at all. One section I'm really proud of is I teach you how to set up a room for recording a podcast. And I'm not talking about putting a bunch of bass traps on the wall and spending a ton of money. You'll see in this photo here, I am rearranging the entire set. I'm taking bookshelves, I'm taking room dividers, blankets, pillows, and I'm moving them around me to create kind of a makeshift vocal booth. And if you can do this portion, and if you can do the microphone technique properly, it doesn't matter if you're on an SM7B, doesn't matter if you're on an Elam 251 or just talking into your cell phone microphone. If you get the room sounding good and you use the equipment properly, you're going to have a good sounding podcast. From there, we learn a little bit about what it takes to record a remote guest. In the course, I'm using Riverside FM, and I kind of walk you through the platform a little bit and a couple of tips to share with your guest in order to help them help you receive a better sounding recording. And then this is something that I'm so excited about. We actually learn a bit about Pro Tools in the course. So I introduce you to the UI and how to work this DAW. And I mean, we really get into how to use Pro Tools, which is something a lot of people have begged me to teach before. I'm not sure I ever really will on this channel, so this might be a really good resource to really learn how to not only record your own vocals in there, but import audio, start editing, use all the tools available to you, create tracks, rename them, organize things. I really go pretty deeply in how to use Pro Tools in this course. From there, we go over what to look out for in an edit, common pitfalls that people make, and how to work more efficiently. Once everything is edited, we start mixing, and I'm really excited about this portion of it because I very intentionally did a remote interview because what I wanted to show is the different processes that you need to mix good sounding vocals and not so great sounding vocals. So from there, we incorporate some music into the intros and outros. We learn how to make sure the music sounds good with the voiceover and isn't overpowering. And then we export a final MP3 and we upload it to the community forum. Now, I'm going to be in this community forum not only offering feedback on the final projects, but if you're stuck at any point along the way, you can ask questions in there and I will be active in that forum. I had a photographer on set with me and we captured a few promo photos for the course, so please enjoy a few of these while I continue to tell you about the course. So while this course is aimed at beginners, I want you to know that it is extremely thorough. Like, it goes well beyond what most people teach in a beginner course, because I really wanted to make sure I give you the tools and the knowledge and the wisdom to create a good sounding podcast no matter what scenario you find yourself in. And even if you're not an absolute beginner, I think there is still something, hopefully many things to learn from this course. So if you'd like to check out the course, there will be a link in the description right at the top. And for the first 10 days of launch, I'm going to be offering an additional 10% off the already extremely low price to anyone watching this video, anyone subscribed to this channel. And that's all from me today. I know that I made a trailer with Domestika and I'm hoping to have that on the channel soon, so please look out for that. If you have any questions about the course, feel free to leave a comment, or I would really love it if you join the Clean Cut Audio Files Discord server. You can go to cleancutaudio.com/Discord to join. It's a pretty mellow place. I think we have a lot of fun in there, and it's a really good way to reach me with any questions, comments, or concerns. Thank you all so much, and I'll leave you with this one final thought. When it comes to audio or anything in life, you should not be afraid of failing. And in fact, I think you should embrace it. If you're not falling down, if you're not eating shit from time to time, it means you're not trying hard enough. It means you're not leaving your comfort zone. And you're never going to grow, you're never going to get better if you try to stay locked into that zone where you feel comfortable. It doesn't matter that you fall. What matters is that you get back up and you try again. And with friends, a mentor, or a coach by your side, you'll find that you can do anything you set your heart and your mind to. Except to land that pop shove it. But hey, it's good to fail, it's good to fall. Just make sure you keep getting back up and you have friends to help rally you and get you excited to try again. Thank you all so much. I hope you see me as your friend. I hope you can see me as your mentor. If you need anything, please reach out. I'm happy to help in any way that I can. I love you all so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.